Hello there guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add this arc scroll effect to your Wix Studio website. And as you can see, when you scroll and you hover on each of these items, it changes the color of the section they are on. Now without wasting any more time, I'm Walter and this is Wix Ideas, and if you have not done so already, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and most importantly, please turn on your bell notification to be the first to know of our future videos. Now let's jump right in. Great, so this is the page where I'm going to be adding this scroll effect to, but first of all I'm going to go ahead and create a section. So over here, just at the top of my hero section, I'm going to go ahead and add an empty section, and this is where I'm going to be adding my containers with the arc scroll effect. Now what I want to do is to click on this particular section, and over here you can expand your inspector, and then you're going to scroll all the way down till you get to the layout, and we're going to choose the layout. Now the layout I'm looking for is a 3-column layout. So go ahead and click on the 3-column layout, and that is going to automatically apply a 3-column layout with cells into your section. Now here we're going to head over to the gaps, and we're going to add some spacing between the cells. So here I'm going to go ahead and add a 10 pixel spacing between the cells. So this is where we're going to be adding our containers to, and we're going to scroll all the way down to the position where we have the padding. We're going to add a 3.5% padding to all the sides of our container. Now I came about the 3.5 because over here at the top section, when you click on that, you can see that we have a 3.5 on both sides. So I just want to keep the spacing consistent on this section. Now once we're done and set with that section, we're going to head all the way up, and here we're going to change the height to 1500 pixels. Now that's going to give us enough space to have and contain all these containers within our section. Now we're done editing our section, and the next thing we're going to do is to start adding containers to each of the cells. So let's head over to add elements, and you're going to head all the way to containers, and you're going to head over to design the containers. Now here you're going to choose any container that you want. So if you want to design one from scratch, you can go ahead and add an empty container and begin to add elements to them and customize it the way you want to. But for this tutorial, I'm going to head over to the design containers. I'm going to go ahead and drag this container onto the very first cell. Now what I want to do is to head all the way to the top, and I'm going to head over to the size. I'm going to switch this to advanced settings, and this is going to allow me to actually change the width. So I'm going to change this particular pixel to percentage, and I'm going to change the percentage to 100%. So the width contains the entire width of the cell where it is currently on. Now while the container is selected over here, as you can see, you can head all the way to design and then head to corners. Now click on the corners, and here we're going to change the corners to 20 pixel. Now when you click out, you can see that that has not been applied yet, and the reason is because we do have an image on top of the container, and so we need to also change the corners of our image to 20%. So click on your image and head to design and head over to corners, and here we're going to change it to 20 pixel. Amazing. Now you can see we have the rounded edges that we're looking for, and what we're going to do next is we're going to again click on the image, and using this breadcrumb we're going to select our container, and this is where we're going to be adding the arc effect to. Now head over to the animations and effects, and over here what we're going to first of all click on is the scroll effect. I'm going to go over to add a new scroll effect to this container. When you click on add, you're going to head over to arc and going to click on the adjust animation, and here we're going to customize it how we want it to look like. And over here we're going to change the direction to horizontal. I'm also going to change the animation area starting from 10%, and we're going to stop at 50%. Now when we scroll, you can see that that effect has been added successfully, and we're going to repeat this process for the other two. Now once we're done adding the arc effect, we're going to head back to the animations, and we're going to head over to the hover effect, and this is where we add the hovering over an element to trigger an animation. I'm going to click on add, and over here we're going to leave this at start animation, and here on this container itself we can leave this as it is, or you can go ahead and choose the canvas and click on the particular section you want to change the color of. So this is the section where we want to change the color, and here we're going to choose the color. I'm going to head over to adjust animation, and this is where you choose the kind of color you're looking for. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and choose this color right here, and you can go ahead and tweak these animations, duration, delay, and also the easing effect to choose how the color enters. So for me, I'm going to leave it as it is and just simply change the color, and you can also do well to like reduce the opacity of the color so it's not too bright, or you can leave it at 100% depending on what you're looking for. And that should be it for this particular effects. Now with my container still selected over here, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. So go ahead and duplicate this container, and we're going to drag this container right here to the second cell, and make sure it's attached to the second cell. We're going to head over to design, and we're going to make sure that this is aligned horizontally within the cell. but it's also aligned to the vertical, the middle of the cell. Now this also already contains the animation that we want, but then we also want to change the color of that particular hover to a different color. So let's head over to the hover, and as you can see, the hover effect has been removed. So let's go ahead and add a hover effect, and here we're going to go ahead and choose a canvas, and we're going to choose the section that we're going to change the color of. Now let's click on color, and over here we're going to adjust the color, and we're going to again change the color to maybe this red, and this should be it for this particular container. And over here, let's just make sure that the arc effect is still there. As you can see, the arc effect is still there. So let's head back, and again we're going to go ahead and duplicate for the third cell. So go ahead and drag this duplicated container onto the third cell, and make sure that that has attached itself to the third cell. Now we're going to head over to the design real quick, and over here we're going to make sure that this is aligned to the bottom of this section, and then it's also aligned to the horizontal center. And most importantly, click on this icon to return to your animations and effects. As you can see, the scroll effect is still active, but the hover effect has been removed. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that the hover effect is still in place. Again, choose on canvas. We're going to choose the section. We're going to choose the color, and over here we're going to change the color to a different fill color. So let's use this green. Now this should be it, and this is ready to be previewed. So let's go ahead and publish and view in the live site. All right, so we're here on the live site, and if you scroll, you can see that the animation has been applied, and when you hover on them, it changes to different color, or it changes the section color to different color when you hover on each of these containers. So this is how you add the arc scroll effect to your Wix Studio website, and also how you change the color of the section where they're on when you hover on each independent container. I hope the tutorial was useful for you. If it was, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as you're going to be getting doses of great tutorials like this for your Wix and Wix Studio websites. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.